Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft experience here in the amplified terrain. Oh, yes, we are here. We are back. It's been great. Last episode, you could see I started to dig out a storage room right here, but as you'll see, it's a little bit smaller. That's because I scrapped it. I was like, no, not doing this, Donuts. Donuts, this is not how you do amplified. Dig underground? Donuts, what are you thinking? This is amplified. Look at how gorgeous this place is. It's stinking gorgeous. So why in the world would I ever want to build underground here? You know why? I'll tell you why. It's because I'm lazy. It's because I'm uncreative. It's because I don't know how to build in the overworld. I don't know how to build above ground. I can carve out things so easily. But building above ground, that's a challenge. And you know what, beautiful people? I lost my boots. We are going to take that challenge. I am going to build above ground as much as possible. Of course, I might dig into the side because of building, whatever. But I am going to build above ground in this series. And that is something that I want to hold myself to. And hopefully you guys can hold me to that as well. Because this is just a cop-out. And I don't want there to be any more cop-outs. But that is besides the point. This episode, what I would like to do is I want to get a whole lot of progress done. I really want to get in better shape. I want to get some diamond stuff. I want to get some good enchants. And in order to do that, last episode, you can see we've got plenty of sugarcane now. However, we needed a lot of leather. And so I scoured this map looking for cows. And luckily, as you can see right over there, I found some. Cows. I boxed them up and they are now over there. Now I need to breed them. And of course, I need to get some wheat, which is now what you see down there. So that's where I'm at. I figured I'll bring us in right here on this moment. I don't want to extend this too much because all I'm going to do is really just some grindy stuff. Grind out some wheat, hopefully kill some skeletons for some bone meal, like right there. Then I'll go down, I'll strip mine a little bit more with these efficiency tools. And then breed up the cows, kill the cows, get some enchants to where I can get even more tools and armor of diamond. And then I want to finish all of this, go in the nether, get some glowstone, all that sort of good beginning stuff. It's kind of boring, but I do want to eventually at least begin thinking about our storage house design and what it's going to look like, as well as kind of pretty this up a little bit because I think this could use a lot of work. I like the layout. I like how it looks, especially from down there. It looks really beautiful. But anyway, that is the beginning of this episode. So let's get started working towards our goals here in the amplified terrain. Let's begin, Donuts. Enough talking. Let's go. And we're back, but this is a little different. This is post commentary. I want to show you guys a little bit of my thoughts behind my creative process. In designing this storage area, I went through a couple phases, which I'm going to show you right now. So first, I wanted to think of a place to put this storage system. I want it to be, above ground, not underground. I could have it over here, but that's a little too open. It's a little too far away from this main house here. It's a beautiful spot, but over here, this is right next to our first house, our starter house. We could sprawl all the way up through this mountain. This looks like a nice wide open spot. This looks like a good place to me. So now let's get a color palette figured out. I want to work with wood because that's readily available, and that's kind of like one of my favorite things to work with. And here you can kind of see what I do sometimes in order to get a good feel for what materials that I would like to use. Here you'll see me kind of picking and choosing. I don't really like birch, really. at all. I don't like birch at all. The birch plank could work. It could work really well with the stone. The oak log could. I don't like the way the oak plank looks even now. So I'm trying to figure out what logs I could use, what planks I could use, what could I use for the walkway, what could I use for a guardrail. Not a big fan of the spruce wood because it has a little too much earth tones. It's a little too red. The dark oak, however, really good. It has a gray in it, which I really like. The oak, a little too standard for me. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do with the walkway. As I'm walking, what material do I want underneath me? And I can kind of see right now that the birch, not really my thing. I like the spruce. The spruce looks really nice. It feels like a good extreme hills type thing. And now you can see I'm experimenting with logs here. I got the oak logs going. Got here the spruce logs. Again, not really feeling it, so we're gonna switch to the dark oak, which of course I vote is the winner. Definitely goes well with the wood as well as the gray. It has a little bit of gray in there, which is really nice. So now let's head on back towards the planks. I decided against the oak, as you can see there. I'm really struggling here because I absolutely adore the dark oak, but unfortunately I think I just like the spruce a little bit more. It gives a little bit more it's a little bit less saturated, and I guess you can see here I went with top half slabs just because it just feels a little bit better. And here the spruce fences, they blend in too much with the spruce pathway, and the dark oak fences blend in too much with the dark oak pathway. Jungle, looks a little bit better than I thought it would, but not quite the style we're going for. Birch, obviously, to me, it looks too bright, too vivid. The oak, however, perfect. It's the one we're going for here. So and so right here I'm trying dark oak. Do I like it? It looks good. It looks fine. It would work. But I just let's take a look at spruce here. Here is spruce. I just think that looks better. And so that is in 2 minutes and 3 minutes how I go from what are we going to do from a project to this is what we're going to do with this project. So hopefully this kind of helped you out. Now let's head on back to the real world. All right, so hopefully that worked out. Hopefully, I haven't done it yet, but I'm getting, you guys just saw it, hopefully. A little post-commentary idea of how my creative process works. And as you can see, that design that we went with is right here. Oh, baby, and do I just absolutely love it. I absolutely love how this looks, and I know it's gonna look amazing. This is so great. We've farmed up some cows right there. I've been really working hard over the weekend, for me at least, to really get this thing cooking, really get this thing going. If you follow me on Twitter, link in the description, then you will know the progress that I've made over the weekend, and it is glorious. Planted some trees here just because we need some more oak for the fences. But let's take a look. You guys saw kind of what colors I went with and what materials I went with and kind of how I want this thing to all look. But let me show you kind of practically how this is going to work here, because we have our ladder, which we've always had. But as you can see right here, this is where I decided to start the ledge, and I have some tools and stuff here. The ledge is right here, and I decided to go with stairs rather than the half slabs all the way up here to where we kind of were in the creative mode, the creative world right here. And you can see it's basically exactly what I showed you, except just a little bit more well done. And I really like this. I think we're going to have redstone lamps up here, or glowstone maybe even, just to give us some light. And through here we will go, and this is kind of what I'm playing with now. This is kind of where I'm stumped, I guess. Well, not stumped, but just still trying to work it all out. I've put chests here in the wall, which I really quite like. We're going to need more chests in this, obviously. We need about 100 double chests, which is about 200 chests, which is a lot of trees. So that's why we're farming some trees as well. But This is going to be interesting because we need a lot of chests, but also I want to see how well this sprawls throughout this mountain here. Hey, buddy. This is also a danger that we've been running into because they will spawn up in these dark areas and just fall down on me. I've had creepers explode down here, but it's fun. It's why I like the amplified. But right here, I'm thinking about having some chests here, but then having a staircase perhaps up here towards a second level with more chests, like perhaps maybe having, I don't know, some sort of similar item. Like down here we have some colors, and up there we have even more colors. Or down here we have wood, and up there we have stone, because those are like the basic blocks of Minecraft and stuff. I don't know. It's something that I'm playing with, but as you can see, that's kind of where the creative thought process starts from and ends, and this is where it gets us, and that's where I build. That's how I build, and I really quite like it. Also, something, just switching gears from this, because this is pretty much all done in terms of like concept and stuff. I just need to make it final and pretty it. Other stuff that I've done off camera, bam, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think this is gorgeous. I love the brick. I had cobblestone here at first, and I decided to change it. I didn't quite like it. It was fine. It worked well, but I love this little splash of color. It just looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous, and I love it. Really, really, really nice. Now, another thing I've done, bam. I bred a whole bunch of cows, got a whole bunch of books, got a good amount of leather, and oh my, good amount of meat too. We should probably put this back to here. There we go. And we have some diamond tools right now. I have a couple of them here. This is a Fortune 2. I had to take Fortune 2. That was weird because that is a level 30 enchant. It's weird. It's a Fortune 2 efficiency 4, and I got another efficiency 4. I was hoping for unbreaking, but unfortunately that's just not the way the cookie crumbles. Excuse me. These are going to be what I'm doing in the future. I need to get more levels, more experience, which I think I'm going to go into the Nether, get some quartz, as well as get some glowstone, because I want to put some redstone lamps all up in here, like I said before. But anyway, unless do I have any glowstone? I don't think so. Nah, I don't. But anyway, that'll do us for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I've got this little chest here. We should probably put all these valuables in here because it's kind of what I planned for it to do. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this a little bit different episode, showing you guys exactly what my creative process is like. If you like that, tell me in the comment section below, and I will get you more of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next absolutely beautiful Minecraft morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.